What's up, guys, and welcome to a special episode here on Trilogy. It finally arrived, the Burrows set from Dwarven Forge. I'm very excited to unveil this for you. And we are going to move our Miniatures of the Week video, which was set for today. We are going to bump that back a week. So episode 4 of Miniatures of the Week will be next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, due to the fact as we're going to do an unboxing. Going to try and keep the video short as we can, as not to bore yourselves. And yeah, let's go ahead, guys, and unbox the Burrows set from Dwarven Forge. Okay, so first things first. Let's go ahead and unwrap our outer box. So we have, it looks like an inner box. They seem to fit a lot of stuff in these small parcels. It's kind of insane to think, considering how much space it takes up once we get it. And there's our outer box. And a complete Burrows set. Let's go ahead and open up the top. As always, we have the nice thank you from Dwarven Forge, Stefan and his team. And here's our smaller boxes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a little reposition and we will continue. Okay, so we got a bit of box right here. So, I've not had this set before. I have not built with this set before. I'm very excited to see what I can come up with. I do struggle a lot on building natural elevation into my builds. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. And we will start with this box right here. So we have 1, 2, and 3. We'll go ahead and we will take out our contents. As I say, it's incredible how much they fit into a tiny box when I have a huge container barely holding what is in there. It's absolutely insane. Okay, so part 1 since it's out. So we have the nice anchor magnets on the bottom. It does specify on there Dwarven Forge, Dwarven Eye, made in China. And this is our first corner for our Burrows set. The nice detail in the roots. I believe they said that they marked it out specifically so each little root area is 5 feet, so we're looking at 15 feet for the entire corner there. Then we have another one, and this should all modular together. They worked out the actual dynamics to make it look very natural and coming around. This is the larger corner. So you see they got the nice little indent, even the rocks on the outside for your burrows. I'm not sure how I'm going to go ahead and cover this. So usually when I play Dungeons and Dragons, I set up my rooms and I have a piece of black card over the top of my room, take off the black card, reveal the contents. Obviously with these being a little bit smaller, putting enemies inside, it's going to be a bit more difficult. So if you guys have a good way of this Burrows set that you're already using and it works, please go ahead, drop a comment of how you do it, just so I can check it out before our next game rather than having to try and maybe figure out something new. It would help me out, and yeah, I'll let you know if I use your suggestion. Okay, so we have another 4 of them big turns. There are a couple more of our small turns right here, magneted together. We've got some more silicone spider webs. I actually already have a few of these. These things are absolutely great. Glad to have more of them. We'll leave them bagged up for now. And a couple more corners. Once we get our next box open, we'll start assembling something right here and see what we can come up with while we unwrap. Okay, so our first little trinkets, we have these nice little, I guess, rock inserts for the flooring. So if you've looked up the burrow set before, you'll know that the burrow set comes with several holes, and you can either cover them up to make a solid floor, you could pop one of these in to give a nice little pillar in the middle, or you could even add a spike trap, maybe some eggs. There's a lot of different things you can do. Absolutely incredible set. I'm very happy I got this. And then we have the end caps. So these little end caps have the little peg on, and basically the idea is that each one of these has a little hole. So if you're looking at a dead end right here, the end cap will pop in and you have capped off your end. Just as easy to take out, and then you've got your open walkway. So we have quite a few of them, and we have a couple more corners right here. Okay, and then that's our first little box right here. This is insane how much again they fit in that little box. So we got ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 small corners and 4 large corners, as well as all of our end caps and our little rock pillars. Okay, let's go ahead and open up number 2. Alrighty, looks like we have a couple of our large chambers here. Let's move these forward so we can tip this out. They do stack together relatively well right there, that's good. Okay, so this is our, I think, a medium chamber. You see what I mean about the nice hole right here in the middle. So if you had this elevated, obviously miniatures could walk in, they could drop down here. But otherwise you could use the pillars. They're all the same shape, and they all take, like, the traps are the same shape, the little stones are the same shape, the egg sacs are the same shape. Absolutely incredible. That looks like at least maybe 10 feet to get across, or 15 feet if I move that out right. Okay, so we got a nice large chamber. We can start coming off with some of our stuff that we got. So like I say, all this is modular to absolutely connect together, apparently. There we go, and there'll probably be a smaller walkway that we haven't unlocked yet. So let's start coming off here. We'll go with a nice rock pillar, seeing as we already have it out. Okay, so here's one of our first ramps in the elevation set. I've got the nice route there right in the middle. And this will start giving us some gradual elevation to a top chamber. So we'll come up the top here. We have another medium chamber in here. So let's go ahead and let's add that to here. Let me take this one out. We won't go with another rock just yet because we already have one. we have another piece of the elevation, and it is all detailed again on the outside with the roots going all the way down the outside. We'll leave him to one side, and it does have a space, a little space for your minis as well. So kind of as you go up, you have like the space for the minis going right there. Okay, continuing on. So we have a nice large incline right here. It kind of moves around. It does have this flat spot here. So how the flat spot's going to work is that there is a magnet embedded in here. So when we want to continue up, so when you want to continue up, there is going to be a different piece. It's not this piece, but it'll basically magnetize on here, and then we'll have a nice little stilt to kind of give you that gradual increase right there. So let's go ahead and start moving this piece up, and then we have a couple more of the nice inclines that we won't use yet because we don't have any other pieces out, and that is box number 2. So this one was all about the 2 medium chambers, and we had 1, 2, 3 of the right angle inclines and 2 of the straight inclines, and both of the straight inclines are actually identical. So obviously they use the same molds, and they are identical and the same in the middle. The same with the right angles, they are also identical. Okay, let's put these to one side and open up box number 3, guys. Make sure you are taking note of everything we unbox. Please let me know your favorite part of this set. I'll be interested to know. Please drop a comment down in the bottom and let me know your favorite piece. Okay, so this one's a lot more bags. Looks like our large chambers. Ooh, we have our khri in this one. Okay, so starting off, we have a couple of the spike traps. So like I say, guys, these are all the same shape to go in where we had the rock earlier. So if I take the medium chamber right here, we go ahead and we can add a spike trap. Nice and flush, looks very natural. You could even put your flat piece in there as your adventurers are coming along. You could spring the trap if they don't look, take some spike damage, and the job is a given. And we also have these egg sacks. Now I already have some of these, and I have a flooring piece which actually goes with some of these. These are the egg sacks. You can either use them for the khri, which is obviously what Dwarven Forge intended them to be. I actually use them in my game as spider eggs, and I also use them as ant eggs sometimes. It all depends on the enemies at hand and what I am using to punish my friends. And then we have a big bag. There's a lot in here, so I won't actually unwrap all of these, but these are just the nice flat toppers to put in and basically give you a nice flat chamber. So if you wanted to put your spike trap in, you could just go ahead, have it flat, they walk over without saying, pop it out, put your spikes in, they've sprung the trap, do some damage. Okay, and then we have kind of the bigger pillar, the tripod. And this has a nice hole in the top, so if you line it up with one of the holes, you can actually have it as a drop down. But this is actually designed to go over your khri colony pieces. If I can find a way to get this one over, there we go. So if you are building elevation, and you could build up here, and your minutes can obviously pass underneath. But if you had an elevation on top, maybe the hole, they could drop down. Maybe the floor gives way, they fall down into the bottom. You've got them trapped into a thing, split your party up. It's always good. But this is very good for your elevation. So if I wanted to, I could come over here and I could continue my passageway on a nice little incline. I believe they do have some others. It's probably in a different box where it actually has the nice slanted piece to get you up to this height. So we will continue waiting to see what we get. Then we have, speaking of the incline pieces, here we go. So we get a nice few incline pieces. Again, it comes with a nice little metal peg. So we can take this and say for instance we're using this nice flat piece. We can go ahead, pop this on. We'll take the nice little tripod that we just had. And there we have it. I now have the nice gradual incline going all the way up to my top layer, and now with the extra stilts I can continue along on my path. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them pieces right there. It's good to have. Now we have the large chambers. So the large chambers come with 2 holes. So we have the 2 holes to fill in, and it has 4 entrances. So if we wanted to, we could go ahead, use one of our end caps. We have now made it a free entrance. And then, say for instance, we want to pop it right here. So we got the medium chamber going into the big chamber. Let's give ourselves another rock. Maybe this one has some of our khri eggs. And then we got the khri eggs in. And then we could start branching out. Maybe come around here. And now we're already starting to take shape through this sprawling burrows right here. So we got 2 of the khri. I'm going to go ahead and open up one of them for now. There we go. These are the khri. I was wondering what I was going to populate this burrows with. I was going to use spiders and ants, but luckily Dwarven Forge have got you hooked up with the khri. These things are absolutely insane. You can actually get a pack on Dwarven Forge. These are actually more silicone than the other Dwarven Forge. So obviously if you've ever had the 2-headed crocodile, it's a very hard build. This one's actually very flexible. And there you have the khri. They fit nicely in there with their legs. You can move them around easy. You have the khri to move around your burrows. But yeah, if you ever had like any more ants or anything like that, this would be perfect for your ant colony. I will probably go ahead and use the khri just because they're new. Okay, and on to box number 4 of our 5, guys. We have our over medium chamber right here. So remember I told you they're all modular. So right there, this right angle can come around into this nice left angle. Maybe we could have a couple more of our egg sacs built right here in the back. Okay. Let's go ahead and take this one out. Now there is a pack, like I say, you can get off of Dwarven Forge. It comes with a few more of the khri creatures, and it comes with a lot of their, like, I want to say like little sapling kind of things. They're kind of like the smaller khri to the big khri. Okay, so with this pack, I actually already have a couple of these in the Little Burrows Edition set. And it comes with a nice dungeon breached wall. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Even if you're not using it for the Burrows set, this thing goes well inside your dungeon. I actually had a friend who, in one of our games, wanted to knock a wall down to make an extra exit. He did his strength check, rolled phenomenally, and I actually just replaced the 2 walls with this as they knocked the wall down. And basically this is going to be your entrance into the khri colony. So we could take this and pop it right here. And now we have our breach wall they give you the two nice little end caps to kind of cap this off, and there's your breach wall. All started with the hole in the wall, the same as the Cobalt Cave on our other build. Okay, now we got a couple of our pillars. So these are to help with your elevation. You've got the nice moss growing up the side, the nice roots. So if our elevation was coming across, we could pop another one right here. And once we get some straight pieces, which hopefully we might have some here, it doesn't look like it. I'm going to say we're going to curve then to come back. It actually does have a magnet on, that's great. So we can magnetize it right on and start coming back around. Maybe put our other elevation piece in and take our cap nice and quick, put our cap on. And now we kind of have this little loop-to-loop. Nice and quick and easy, guys. Now if I wanted to, my khri could run up here, disappear from out of sight, come back around, ambush back right here. I'll pop him on his X for now. So we got the breach wall. There's a lot of this stuff. This is going to be such a big build. Now we have these kind of own little end caps. Nice little round end cap. We'll go ahead and we'll pop just a floor in this one, just to kind of give you that little exit. So maybe this is where your adventurers fall down. Maybe this is where they start off. We could go ahead and go right down the hole. We have a nice little end cap. Maybe have one of our khri hiding in the wings for when they come around. We also have an extra one of them, extra two of them, and here is a couple. So we've got the rune stone. So this set actually comes with another rune stone. You've probably seen these in your dungeon buys or builds. They come with a little rune stone. So in the Dungeon of Doom, the idea is that they needed a lot of the rune stones to go and collect to open up a certain door at the end to kill the serpent. And then they come with a couple of our nice dungeon floors with the nice mud dug out, and has again the same hole. So if you had an elevated dungeon, this will probably be your best bet of an entrance. They could drop down into the khri colony, you could have it supported above, drop right down, off they go. So very cool. They come with the nice little same shape. This is actually what I've been using as little encounters in my dungeon. They come with like the nice little egg sacs on the little addition set, and yeah, they come for bursting through the wall, harass my players a little bit. Job is a good one. And then we have a couple of our small chambers. So the small chambers are still a 4 entrance. They are noticeably smaller than the medium chambers. We can't really fit any more in right here. We'll just try and get one on the end to give you a feel of how big. There we go. Maybe stick one of our rock pillars right there. And it comes around to another dead end, which has some of our eggs. And then this kind of branches off around here. I don't think we have any more right turns, so we'll go ahead and stick our chamber. That chamber is actually too far away. So it's going to take a little bit of, there we go. Figuring out like the dimensions, like I say, it should all clip together. I've watched a lot of videos before on the khri colony, and it should, for the most part, all clip together naturally and nice and fluently around. Okay, so we also got 2 more small chambers, which we won't put in for now, and then we ended up with another 4 of the round ends. So we have 2 floating abilities are. Well, even if you don't use the floating ability, and say I capped off this end under here, that's a perfect place for them to drop down into a lower chamber right there. Maybe come around right here. I could come into our T section. I'm just going to be building all night with this, guys. And yeah, it just goes on and on, guys. Lots of space. I believe they said this runs around 27 inches across if built right. You could easily fill up this whole table if you went for longer passages. I'm not sure how I'm going to use this yet. It's going to be exciting to use on Friday. We have a D&D game going Friday. It's going to be my first time using the Burrow set. And this is just going to be absolutely incredible. And that is going to be it for the unboxing right here. Let's go ahead and tilt you back up. And there we have it, guys. So that is the Dwarven Forge Burrow set. Absolutely incredible. Well worth the money you pay for this. I'm going to be building with this most of the night, just to kind of get a feel and ideas of how to use this best. Please let me know in the comments what is your favorite part of this build or this set, and yeah, let me know how you use yours. If you have any pictures, my Twitter and my Instagram handle are on my profile. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out. And yeah, stay tuned, guys. We're going to be doing our next Let's Set the Scene series on Saturday. We are going to be announcing the winner of the Black Pudding. There's still time to get in. Go ahead, like this video, drop a comment, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll get you in. We're going to do the drawing on Saturday for the Elder Black Pudding. The only reason being is that you absolutely exceeded the like smash on the last video for our Let's Set the Scene. I think we got up to around 60 something likes. It's absolutely incredible, guys. But only the people that commented on the videos are going to be included into the drawing. So make sure you drop the comment, drop a like, be subscribed to the channel, guys. And on Saturday, we will announce the winner for the Elder Black Pudding. And we will also go over the next giveaway, which I think is going to be 2 minis this time. So stay tuned for that, guys. And we'll see you on Saturday for Let's Set the Scene. Thanks, guys.